Welcome to Wellbeing for Life. I'm Liz Oakes and I work on the Wellbeing for Life team, and I'm here today to take you through a Pilates session. Just to make you aware that you join the session at your own risk. If you do have any medical conditions or if you are under your healthcare professional, just make sure it's okay for you to do the exercise before you start. Again, please listen to the disclaimer at the beginning just to reiterate the situation. If you make sure that you have enough space around you, you have a drink to hand, all the exercises that we go through today, I will give you options for, so I will give you an easier version and then give you a progression if you would like. Listen to your own body, do the exercise that you feel that you can do. Rest when you need to rest. Join in again when you can. And I hope you enjoy the next 30 minutes. So we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to lengthen the body. Pretend there's a little hook on top of your head and it's lengthening you up towards the ceiling. So just pull and lift. Feel that rib cage open. As you do that, think about your tummy muscles. Draw those tummy muscles in towards the small of the back. So it's as if you've got a corset on and that corset's being tightened. So we tighten up through there. We ease the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze and push back down. So I'm just going to do a few little warm-ups before we lay down onto the mat. So again, just release through those shoulders. And then pull them up to the ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push back down. So now you've got that lengthened body, you've got your tummy muscles pulled in, you've got the shoulders back and down. Just drop the ear to the shoulder one side. Bring it into the centre and then drop across to the other side. Bring it into the centre and then just nod your chin towards the chest and lift. We'll just do that one more time each side. Into the middle, across to the other side, lift, take it down. Excellent, keep nice and tall. I'm going to reach one hand up towards the ceiling, little stretch across to one side, reach. Take it across to the other side. And again, just side to side, lengthen up in the centre. Okay, if you can't sit like this, any way that you can just sit on your sitting bones is absolutely fine. Ease the shoulders back and down. You don't need a mat if you haven't got one. Carpet's absolutely fine. Just make sure you get a little bit of support there. So now I'm just going to take it round onto the side. I've got about a fist distance between my knees. I'm going to sit nice and tall again. Lengthen up towards the ceiling, tummy muscles pulled in. I'm going to pull my tummy muscles in, round my back, take it into a gentle C shape. Tighten up through here and lift. And again, take it down and lift. So Pilates is all about centering. It's about your breathing. It's about flowing movements, alignment. So everything's working well together. Just relax that neck. Remember you're pulling in. Breathe it out as we lift. And again, take it down and lift. Again, just gently warming up. Remember that outward breath as we lift. You can keep holding on to your legs if you so wish, or you can take those arms out in front. We'll just do one more. Well done. And then just hook those knees in. Okay, so now I'm going to lengthen my legs out. Nice long legs. Sit tall, lengthen up towards the ceiling, arms out in front. So this is where I'm going to roll back. So again, tummy muscles pulled in, C shape, roll back. Vertebra by vertebra. Big stretch, lift, roll it back up. Just reach out over those toes. Stack that body up again. So make sure that pelvic floor is drawn up, tummy muscles pulled in, and we'll go down again. So vertebra by vertebra. Place that spine on the mat. Here we're pulling those tummy muscles down, pushing in towards the mat. Sweep the arms round. You might struggle to get up from here, so you can put your arms on the floor. Give yourselves a little help up. Reach up and over. Stack that body and take it down again. Vertebra by vertebra. Big stretch and reach. Circle round. Outward breath, lift. Peel that spine off. Stretch over. We'll do another couple of these. I'll show you the easier option, how to help yourself up. Again, hands here. If you can, nice square lift. If you can't move your hands, push yourself up. Reach over. Stack your body. One more time. Slowly roll it down. Big stretch, sweep the arms round, vertebra by vertebra, lift, stretch over, and we'll take that body all the way down onto the mat. Well done. Okay, so we're going to draw the knees in towards the mat and give them a little hug in and circle round one way. Circle back round the other. So this is your rest position when you're on the mat. So when you're on your back. So anytime that you want to rest, just bring it into this position. Have a little rest. Just checking everything's okay. Excellent. You're doing a fab job. So here we are. Knees in towards the chest. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is place both feet on the floor. I need to again make sure I've got that fist distance between my knees. I've got my pelvic floor drawn up and I've got my tummy pulled in and I'm pushing that tummy down in towards the mat so my back is imprinting down onto the mat. Upper body is relaxed. One leg I'm going to lift and lengthen up towards the ceiling. So nice straight leg from my hip joint. I'm going to draw a circle round in one direction. I'm making sure I'm nice and stable in my body. So I'm not moving my hips from side to side. I'm really anchoring down here to increase my core strength. So this is working the centre, you're working that hip joint. I'm going to change direction with my leg. If you find it really difficult with a straight leg, you can put a bend and work drawing a circle with your knee. So you choose what's best for you. Excellent, well done. Let's draw that knee in towards the chest. Place that foot down. Recheck your position. Lift and lengthen the other leg. Remember, you can have that bend in the knee and work from this position. Just think about stabilising the body. Nice long leg if you can. Again. Nice and solid, don't let that other leg wave from side to side. change direction. Take it back the other way. You're doing a great job, well done. Excellent work. Let's place that foot down on the floor. Okay, so pelvic floor drawn up to me, pulled in. Push your spine back down on the mat. Upper body relaxed. Tiny tummy muscles, lift one leg into what we call tabletop position. So this is where your knees in line with your hip and your ankles in line with your knee. Release that down and take it to the other side. Lift and release. Lift, release. Remember to keep pushing down. So you're really pushing down, pushing that spine into the mat. These are all easier Pilates moves, but they are so effective. Lift and lower, lift and lower. One more each side. Fantastic. Let's lift one leg, leave it there, and then lift the other leg, leave it there. Okay, so from here, I'm now going to heel drop. So drop one heel down. This is going to be harder. You really need to work pushing the tummy muscles down in towards the small of the back. This is that strength. Remember that outward breath. And again, remember, rest whenever you need. You don't have to do all of them all of the time. If you want to, start to lengthen that leg. Only if you feel that you can. Again, you're working on not letting that back lift, keeping that strength in the centre. You can have a rest in a moment. We'll do one more each side. Excellent. Let's draw those knees in. That's a good job. Well done. Okay, we've got what we call a single leg stretch now. So what I'm going to do from here, again, make sure you've got everything anchored down here. And lengthen one leg out. You can leave your head and shoulders on the floor, or you can lift. Make sure you don't build up tension in your neck. Hand on the inside of the knee, hand on the outside of the ankle. Legs are lengthened. So if you're lifting, make sure those shoulder blades are lifted. If not, rest your head down. This is where a block might be helpful, just to support your head and keep a better postural alignment. So we're going to swap. We're going to change to the other side and we're going to lengthen. So we're going to lengthen, lengthen. Again, I'm nice and strong in my middle. Lengthen. Slow controlled movement, so you really feel you're stretching, lengthening the legs. So reach a point a little further away from you each time you lengthen your leg. Body is nice and still at the top. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring those knees in. Any tension in the head, just ease it from side to side. Okay, let's place those feet back down on the mat again. You have that fist distance between those knees still. We're going to take our body into a shoulder bridge. So I want you to relax your upper body and then push your spine into the mat and then curl your tailbone away, lift. When we're here, make sure your knees don't fold in, your hips and your knees stay in line. Make sure you squeeze your glutes up and you pull your tummy muscles down. We're just going to hold there and then vertebra by vertebra, bring that spine back down onto the mat. And then peel off again, lift. And lower. And again, lift. So this is mobilizing the spine. It's also building strength. You're using your glutes, you're using your legs. Remember, you've got that squeeze at the top. Excellent. Let's lift and hold. Okay, so now if you feel you can, push up onto the balls of one foot, push up onto the other, lower down, and then start with the other foot, lift, lift, lower, lower. Don't forget, you're still lifting here and you're still squeezing. And now we're just bringing in that lower leg, working through the calf muscles. Ooh, careful you don't cramp up. Excellent. One more. Lift, lift. Lower, lower. Big squeeze. Release that spine back down onto the mat. Pull those knees in towards the chest. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a release here now as well. So the arms are going to reach out to the side. Again, we're anchoring in the centre, so that tension's there, pulling down, pushing your spine into the mat. Knees together, ankles together, windscreen wipers. So we go across to one side, keep both shoulders on the mat. Go as far as you feel comfortable, as far as you can without your shoulder lifting. Back into the centre. Cross to the other side. Ooh, into the centre. That takes a lot of power to lift. So remember that outward breath as you lift back. Again. Down. And lift. One more each side. Ooh, I cracked. Ooh, excellent. Draw those knees in. Ooh, well done. Okay, let's lengthen out the body. Nice big stretch. And then I'm going to slowly bring that body up. Use your support if you need. I'm going to bring it over onto my side. So, from here, I'm going to lengthen my body out. So I'm going to rest my ear down. Again, a little curled up towel or a block can lay here, supporting the distance between your ear and your shoulder so that you get better postural alignment. I'm a little bit out here, but I've forgotten my towel. I'm going to look for a nice long line and lengthen out my top leg. So my hips need to be on top of one another, my shoulders need to be on top of one another. This top leg, I'm going to point and lift, flex and lower. If you notice, my bottom leg is bent and that's to give me extra support. If I need more support than just my bottom leg, my hand can go out in front. And I'm pointing, lifting, flexing and lowering down. The further away this hand is out in front, the more support it's going to give you. So if you're challenging yourself, draw the hand in bit by bit. If you start to wobble, hold it there, take your hand a little bit further out. That's it, nice long line in the body, remember, pelvic floor is drawn up, tummy muscles are pulled in. That's it. Reach that point away each time. Well done. Push that heel away. A little bit flex of the foot. You'll feel a difference in the muscles that you're using. Excellent work. Just one more. Well done. Then lower. Lengthen out both legs. So this is where you will need that support in front. You've got your pelvic floor drawn up. You've got your tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to lift both legs. So we need to make sure that you don't wobble. You're nice and solid here. I'm going to take one leg out in front, one leg out behind. This is your sideline scissors. Again, nice and controlled, lengthen out those legs. If your upper body starts to wobble, make your scissors a little bit smaller. Remember that hand is out in front for extra support. Fantastic. Bring those legs together, release them down and draw in. So again, this is your rest position when you're on your side. It just gives that release to the legs that you're working. You're able to relax in the centre. So from here, we're going to do a little bit of upper body work as well. So we've got our legs at a right angle. Hand's going to go on top of the other hand. Again, that block is really helpful here for that little bit of support. I'm going to push my hand out, reach up. So again, really big, big, big reach. Keep this shoulder on the floor. Reach out. Draw back. Push away. Lift, reach. Good work. Another few of these. Big reach and stretch. Excellent. This is the last one. Well done. And now bring this hand back round. We've got one more exercise to do here. You can support your head in your hand if you like. My neck's just getting a little bit sore, so I'm going to support it here. Or you can take it down onto the mat. You can choose. So again, legs, knees together. You've got your pelvic floor drawn up, your tummy muscles pulled in. And we're going to lift the heels. So again, you have options. You can lift or you can leave them on the floor. But I'm going to lift mine, keep my ankles squeezed together, just open out those knees and then release. You're going to get a big squeeze in the glutes as you lift and release. Lift and release. Good work. Brilliant. Nice, slow, controlled move. We've got 4 more here. 3, Keep lifted. If you're lifting, remember you can have them on the floor. 2. Last one. Excellent. Release that down. Now I'm going to change over to the other side. So we've got exactly the same thing to do on the other side now. So again, nice long line in the body. And bending that bottom leg under for support. That pelvic floor is drawn up, that tummy's pulled in. You can rest on your hand if you prefer, entirely up to you. So we point and lift, flex and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. Again, if you are really confident at this, you can begin to think about lengthening out that bottom leg. Again, that takes that support away. So you really need to keep this body stable so you're not wobbling. So point and lift, flex and lower. Use the supports that you need. Point and lift, flex and lower. A few more of these. Keep it solid. Doesn't matter if you can't get your breathing quite right. Just concentrate on the move to start with. Everything will fall into place. Excellent. Last one here. Well done. Release that down. Okay, hand out in front for support if you need it. We're now going to lift and lengthen those legs. And this is where we've got that side lying scissor. So we're going to lengthen. Put my hand out in front for support. It takes a lot of balance to take that hand away. This is my better side. I can just about manage it this side. The other side I'm a little bit wobbly. Nice long levers. Excellent. Ooh, getting a bit wobbly there. Put my hand out. Gives me that support. Fantastic. Draw those legs in. Ooh, release them down. Knees in. Arm goes out in front now. Remember that support if you've got it. Hand on top, reach up, reach out, reach behind. And again, push, reach. Well done, nice big reach and stretch. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so remember your hand can go out, you can support your head. Knees are together, scrunching up here. Lifting those ankles, remember to keep everything tight in the middle. We're just going to extend those knees apart, release back down. And again, lift and release. Lift, release. Excellent, just 2 more. Big squeeze in the outer thigh. No, we'll do 2 more, I think. Excellent. Release that down. Oh, hook that in. Now I'm going to take it round onto my hands and knees. So I'm going to take it so my hands are underneath my shoulders, my knees are underneath my hips. So what I'm going to do here is make sure my pelvic floor is drawn up, my tummy muscles are pulled in. I've got a lovely long spine and my shoulders are pushed back and down. To start with, I'm just going to slide my hand out, slide opposite leg out. So just touch the floor, draw back in and change to the other side. Change, reach, draw back in. Again, keeping my body strong. Reach, back in. Now if you can, and you're not going to wobble, start to lift and lengthen. Draw back down. I'm getting a bit of cramp in my foot. And back down. Lengthen, try not to wobble. And release. And again, lengthen. And release. I'm keeping my back still, keeping my tummy pulled in. I'm not looking for a massive lift, I'm looking for a lengthen. Somebody's got your fingers, somebody's holding your toes and they're pulling you apart. Fab. One more each side. Brilliant work. Sit back out over your heels. Have a stretch forward. Again, when you're on your front, this is your rest position. So if you're having a moment, just sit back here, have a rest, join in again when you're ready. Back up onto the hands and knees in your working position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Shoulders back and down, body lengthen. I'm going into a push-up. So here I'm just looking to get my chest down towards the floor and then I'm pushing back up. I'm also looking to keep my elbows in, so I'm working through the biceps and the triceps. So we push and lift. Okay, keep your tummy nice and tightly drawn in. Outward breath on that effort as you lift back up. Strong through the shoulders, through the arms. I'm not dropping my hips down, just working through my arms and my chest and my shoulders. Last one. Oh, that's a toughie. Sit back out over your heels, stretch those arms out. My hands have now come to the edge of the mat. This is what we call a swan dive. So pretend you've got a little green pea on your mat. With your nose, push that pea as far as you can along the mat. And then lift, open out that chest, push your shoulders back and down. Lift back up, push over. This is going to be a nice flowing movement. I promise. Lift, push back. You might not be able to push all the way. Go as far as you can. You might make it there. And then you have to lengthen. That's absolutely fine. Push back. Let's do a couple more. I love this. Nice mobilising exercise. Works loads of muscles. Lots of movement, lots of strength. Push through. Lift. Oh, yes. One more. And I'm going to hold this cobra position. So I'm holding here, getting a bit of cramp in my foot. Oh, good job. Release that down. Oh, hands into the small of the back. Okay, think about lengthening your legs. So lift one leg, walk it out an inch. Lift the other leg, walk it out an inch. Now what I want you to think about is having an ice cube under your tummy button. You don't want your tummy button to get cold, so you're going to just draw your tummy button away from that ice cube. I'm going to rest my cheek onto one side. My feet, I'm going to point both, flex both, point both. As I release, this is quite a hard one, I'm going to lift, hold, and then cheek goes down to the other side. Point, flex, point, lift. Remember that ice cube under your tummy button. When you lift, you're squeezing your glutes, lengthening those legs. Point, flex, point, and lift. And again, point, flex, point, lift. Let's just do one more. Point, flex, point, oh, and lift. Release that down. Bring the forehead so it's resting on the back of the hands. So now I've got a nice long neck. Walking those legs out. Pulling that tummy in. Just have a little bit of a moment here. Now from here I'm going to do a back extension. So my forehead is glued to my hands. And I'm going to peel that breastbone off as I lift my hands off, my arms off, and then release back down. And again, lift. Try not to squeeze your bottom muscles as you lift. We need to make sure we're working that back. Lift. Hold for a millisecond and then release back down. And again, lift. Hold an inch. Release. Lift, hold, release. A few more of these. Lift and release. We'll make this the last one. Lift and release. Well done. Rest it down there. Pull your tummy button away from the mat, round that back slightly. Excellent, release that down. So from here, I'm going to think about lengthening out my arms, lengthening out my legs. Ice cubes under that tummy button again. We're going to lift that breastbone, bring one arm down by the side. So you lifted here, reach down to the outside of the knee, sweep the arms round, reach down to the other side. Keep those legs lengthened, nice and stable. They're providing you stability. We'll do one more each side. Lengthen. Excellent. Release that back down and then push back out over your heels. Nice big stretch. Okay. My clock stopped, so I've no idea what the time is, but we're going to finish on a plank. So we're going to bring ourselves, I'll show you the different positions. So you can be here, pull your tummy button away from the mat. So this, now you've got a Bunsen burner under your tummy button. You don't want it to get burnt, so you're lifting that tummy button, holding there. Shoulders are pushed back and down. So this is an option. Or you can push through onto your toes and lift here. What I'm looking for is a nice straight back. I don't want to be lifted here, nor do I want to drop my hips down. So it's about having that strength and holding it in the centre. So whenever you're ready, off we go. So keep it strong. If you need to drop to your knees or you need to change position anytime, please do so. Have a rest if you need. Absolutely fine. Nice long lines in the body. There's lots of add-ons you can do here if you so wish, but we'll do those in another session. Keep it here, keep it strong. Remember that Bunsen burner. Let's go another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release. Push back. And then bring it back into the centre. Okay. Again, we're just going to sit nice and tall. Ease those shoulders back and down. Big circles round with the arms. Draw it forwards. Release down. Look across the shoulder. Up to the centre. Across to the other side. Lift. Just release forward. Bring that back up. Ease the shoulders back and down. And thank you very much for joining me on this session. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.